It was a quick and easy drive-through process for officers, firefighters, dispatchers.
Is calling a massive Russian cyber attack on U.S. government agencies. The scope of the hack.
Call that a GET request. That's a GET.
You have to better allocate your time now that you kind of understand what's involved. A lot of guys from your side of the house, they know of security, but they kind of don't know what we do to look for security issues in the things that you build.
Hey, good morning, InfosecAddicts. Joe McCrae here. Haven't talked to you guys in a while. Well, obviously, because things are a little different. I've got the mask on. And I've got the COVID beard. Are you guys ready for 2021? I've been trying to get ready for 2021. I haven't made a video in like 7 or 8 months. So I haven't talked to you guys in a while. Now, I've been editing videos and releasing snippets of me teaching just to make sure we didn't lose touch completely, but I'm back in the game. Had to get my head in the game. I had a couple of months where things went really, really nuts. Obviously, COVID, that killed our business revenue. For one of the companies that I'm affiliated with, revenue dropped almost 90%. I took a job overseas, so I actually work now for a Saudi company. So that took up a lot of my time too. That's also why I wasn't doing so much work during COVID, because the training stuff that I did here really kind of died down and I started doing a lot of work overseas. So the work that I've been doing overseas is I now run software development teams building security products for a cybersecurity studio. It's pretty cool, doing some cool stuff. What's up with 2021? 2021 for me, I'm gonna get back to doing the mentoring. I'm gonna get back to doing a lot of teaching. I shouldn't phrase it that way. I won't be doing a lot of teaching, but I'm gonna get back to teaching. Now that I think I have a better understanding of like how I can do it my way and still provide value. So I've been talking with the team, Kofo, David, Aberdeen, all the guys on the InfosecAddicts team. And the key thing that we keep talking about for 2021 is value. How we're going to give you value. We're gonna post a lot less, but increase the value of what we produce. Write a lot less, increase the value of what we write. Film a lot less, increase the value of what we filmed. That's really the focus. Just how do we make what we do more valuable and give you guys the value that you need? That's our focus. We're also releasing a bunch of websites. Because we've got so much content and we want to organize it better, that's been the big theme of how we're going to provide value. With the cybersecurity career website, the Python for security website, past the CEH, past the CISSP, we've got all these different things. So breaking them up so that we can give you guys the value is one of the ways that we're going about that. Increasing the quality of the content itself is the other way that we're going about it. Now, for you, what do I think you guys should be thinking about for 2021? I would say, if I were you, really, really, really focus on web and cloud. Why do I say that? There's such a focus of telecommuting now because of COVID, and at our current rollout rates, we probably won't even have 10 million people vaccinated by summertime of 2021. So if we can't even hit 10% of the country vaccinated by summer of 2021, I think serious inoculation rate will probably be pushing us into 2022 before we can have large swaths of the country completely inoculated. Also, there's now a new strand of the virus, so that's definitely something to think about. Is there gonna be more of this telecommuting, working remote, Zoom calls, WebExes, all that kind of stuff? Yeah, it's not going away. But the threat model for cybersecurity is going to change because of it. So what you're starting to see is we as cybersecurity professionals need to now focus on API security, webhook security. We need to focus on DLP, DRM, right? Data loss prevention, digital rights management, all of those things to facilitate remote working are gonna be our areas of focus as security professionals. So if you wanna provide value to your organization or to some place where you wanna work, those are the things you're gonna need to get really, really good at. I don't see an expansion in network security. Routing, switching, all that kind of stuff, that stuff's dead. You gotta let it go. It's all cloud. AWS, Azure, Google, it's all cloud. Definitely programming, definitely event correlation, threat hunting. It's gonna be a lot more of that. Expansion in government spending for cyber, I think, is gonna be big. These most recent breaches in Homeland Security, Department of Energy, SolarWinds, these most recent breaches, especially with the new administration coming in, I believe you're going to see a significant increase in spending on cybersecurity on the government side in the next 18 months. I think you're gonna see maybe a 20-25% increase in spending. I think there's gonna be a lot more security testing. I think there's gonna be a lot more threat hunting. I think there's gonna be a lot more, what do they call, SCA, security control assessments. There's gonna be a lot of that. So for us, if you're on that side of the house, that's the certification side of the house. That's your DoD 8570 certs, your Security Plus, your CYSA, your CASP, your CAH, your SANS certs. Those are gonna be those certs that are gonna help you with the government work. So if you're really looking to get into the government, federal sector, DoD kind of work, you're gonna be really hardcore with the cybersecurity certs. I believe you're gonna see a significant increase within a few months of Biden taking office. You're gonna start seeing a lot of hiring. You're gonna start seeing a lot of programs where they've got massive security engagements. You're gonna see a lot of that. I think they're gonna be finding over the next couple of months that each of these breaches is worse than they've thought. For me, I've probably done, just in the last few months, probably one IR per month that I've been involved in. And I don't generally do a lot of incident response, but it's definitely happening, definitely a lot of it going on. Yeah, long video, huh? I just wanted to kind of get my thoughts out for 2021, get you guys kind of primed for what's gonna be coming. I'm gonna get back to making videos every day, get back to telling you guys what's going on in the industry and where things can go for us in terms of cybersecurity careers. I think there's a lot we could be doing. I think if you're worried because of COVID really affecting us, cybersecurity professionals, I don't think that's a serious concern. As I'm talking to people, there's a lot of people trying to get into the field, and those people trying to get into the field tend to not be deep technical. And I think that's why they struggle to get into the field. They've got IT degrees, they've got BIS degrees, business information systems, CIS, computer information systems. For those people, what I usually tell them that they have to do is they've got to get comfortable with the basics of technical security stuff, packet analysis, malware analysis, web security testing, network security testing. If they can just get a fundamental understanding of those four areas, real introductory Linux, real introductory programming, if they can get a fundamental understanding of those areas, they won't have any issues finding work. And for everybody who's in the deep technical, they're overworked. If you are in a situation where you're trying to do more technical work than you're currently doing, then that would be what I would say to go after. Really, really focus on automation, really focus on orchestration, Chef, Puppet, Ansible. Really focus on cloud, AWS, Azure, Google. Really get up to speed on containers, Docker, Kubernetes. Really get your game up on that kind of stuff. because I think that's going to be where you're going to see that people who have those skill sets will remain gainfully employed. They're already gainfully employed. They're going to remain gainfully employed. If you're already on the programming side, like I said, automation and tool development, I think you're going to see an explosion in tool development over the next couple of years. The reason I think you're going to see that is because we have way too much data that we need to distill down, and we need to make our day-to-day jobs easier. So I think you're going to see a lot of improvement in that space. Specifically, if you're on the enterprise side and you're doing dashboarding, I think you're going to see a lot of that. All right, guys, that's long video. All right, guys, I will see you guys. I'm gonna get some breakfast. It's getting cold out here. You guys take care.